today we are going to discuss on a DT based video where the students are going to contribute on how to do the biomedical waste segregation. So we all know that the biomedical waste is the waste which is being generated in the hospital from the either from the patient bedside or from the patient samples, or might be during a procedure or in an OT, or might be in an OPD. So wherever we are posted, being a student nurse, we have to know as per the government sector and as per the institution sector, we will be doing the segregation of waste. So once we know the color coding and what are the things to be segregated, that gives us an easy advantage of preventing the mixing of the waste as well as it is going to maintain the standard of waste segregation. So on this topic regarding the color coding starting from red, Sona will be contributing on what are the things that can be placed into the red waste bin. Yes, over to you, Sona.
IV bottle, IV tubes, PEM line tubes, urinary catheter, suction tube, and rinse tube, syringe, gloves, ET tube, brain circuit, ventilator tube, other infected plastics, vacutainers, blood bag, plastic droppers, CVP line with pieces, BT set, IV cannula, urinary bag, droppers, rubber catheter, extension tube.
So on when you hear all these tubes, what are you aware of it? So you are coming across like all the plastic items, right? So whatever we use all the plastic items, or like it is tubes or drain tubes or any kind of catheters which is used as a PVC or might be a rubber or flexible catheters, that is going to be placed into the red bin. So in this red bin, before going to place into the bin, we will be using this cover, and this cover will be having a biohazard symbol. Followed by the biohazard symbol, you are having the you have to maintain the date and time as well as the ward which we are placing into the waste bin. So whenever they take this waste from that particular ward, that can be easily scrutinized from which ward the source was generated. So as a nurse, we have to put the date, time as well as the ward number daily whenever we go into the posted area. So this is the red bin segregation. Next, over to Mahabharati, where she is going to contribute on the sources of waste that should be placed or that should be discarded into the blue bin. Over to you, Mahabharati. Yes.
Infected glass bottles, broken and unbroken glass,
Yeah.
beer,
Vials.
ambulas,
Ambulas.
IV bottles, metabolic body implants, glass pieces, bottles, glass slides, glass syringes.
So when she told all relevant to glass items which is easily fragile and broken or easily able to break up. So all those bottle items are to be placed into the blue bin. And in this cover also you have to see that there must be a biohazard symbol, date and time as well as the ward number must be placed onto this particular waste generation cover. Over to the next bin is the yellow bin. So which is going to be explained by our friend Bill. So as we all know, yellow, dirty fellow. So she will be telling all the dirty items that should be discarded into the yellow bin.
Human and animal anatomical waste such as tissues, body parts, organs, features, and residual blood components and placenta, and expired medicine waste such as discarded medicines, cytotoxic drugs with ampule, bile, etc., and chemical liquids, disinfectant solution, silver X-ray film liquid, formalin solution, infected secretion, liquid from lab, floor washing solution, blood and other fluids, and solid waste such as contaminated cotton swabs, dressing pad, bandage roll, contaminated gauze, and discarded linens, mattresses and beddings, and microbiology and biotechnology waste.
So all the waste that is going to go into the incineration or the terminal process of going for burning, that particular waste is being discarded into the yellow bin. So as a nurse, whenever you choose the bin, whenever the housekeeping person are going to place the cover, see that there is a biohazard symbol in your cover as well as the code that the yellow waste, all the final terminal process is there, which is going for burning, we'll be using into the yellow bin. So as a nurse say that the yellow bin cover must be having the biohazard symbol, followed by that the date and time and the ward which we are using in that particular disposal, and see that there is no holes or any leaks in the bag before you place it into the bin. So it is our duty to check and give the cover to the housekeeping department. Over to the last bin, last but not the least is the green bin. So the green will be discussed by Ms. Nandini. Yes,
Paper,
over to you.
cardboard, tin, packing materials, food waste, kitchen waste, water bottles.
So all the general waste, that is other than the medical waste, all the general waste will be going into the green, especially the food items will be going into the green waste. And when office items, all the office items will be discarded into the white waste. So from the color itself we can remember, white is very neat and clean. So what are the things we are going to put it? Aslam,
Sharp
can you share?
waste including metals, needles, syringe with needles, needles from needles, tip cutter or burner, scalpels, blade or razors, suture needles, spine needles, contaminated metal, sharp objects, lancets and needles.
Yes. So in this white, which is going to be placed into a puncture-proof container. So puncture-proof container is what is that when there is no risk for any sort of trauma to the nurses. So puncture-proof containers is what might be a can with cover, white can with cover, or might be a tin with white tin with cover. All the sharps, needles, and the guide wires, all that can be discarded into the white puncture-proof container, which we call it. And whenever it is 3/4 full, as a nurse we have to close that particular puncture-proof container and go get it for a new one. That is all about the biomedical waste. So now I hope that you are thorough about the biomedical waste management. So will you be able to apply it in future whenever you go to the patient side, whenever you do the procedures?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for your patience.